What's up, friends? Today I wanted to take you on a little first grade locomotor assessment. This is at the end of the year after I've been working on locomotors all year, and this is my students' chance to get their locomotor licenses. So what I do is I pre-write all the names on the licenses. We do a little locomotor test. I've seen a lot of other people talk about doing this. There's probably a bazillion variations, and I know that the one that I'm using was inspired by a post on PE Central, which I will link below if you want to check that out. If you want to download these, you can check out the link to the blog below. And this is just something I do for first grade. It's a fun little motivator for them to learn their locomotors and something for them to look forward to. I have seen some people that go like next level and do actual pictures of the student on the license. Depending on how big your classes are or how many students you have or how much time you have, you might be able to do that. But personally for me, I only have enough time to write the names on the licenses, so they're a little bit generic. But the kids still really enjoy it, and it's a fun activity. So here it is. All right, friends, please put your eyes on me. Please put your ears on me. Please keep your hands to yourself. And please listen, because today's the big day that you have been training for. In kindergarten and in first grade, we have been learning our locomotors. We have been learning how to control our bodies and move into open space without crashing into people. That is very important for you to be able to do all the other things that I have planned for you when you get to second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. We have been working on all those locomotors up there on the locomotor wall: walking, jogging, skipping, sliding, galloping, leaping. Today you're going to get a chance to show me if you know how to do those things.
What do you mean handed?
If you know how to do all those things, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you your locomotor license. This is your locomotor license test. Just like when I was 15, I took my driver's license test to see if I could drive a car. But when I took that test and I got to the part where I had to parallel park my car, I didn't know how to do it, and I hit the curb and I did not get my license. So if you do not know how to do those things, I cannot give you your license. If you take a driver's test and then you crash your car, are they going to give you your license? No. So you need to do your best today and show me that you know how to do all of the different locomotors.
I know
Here's how
to
the test is
drive a
going to work.
motorcycle.
Please listen. I'm going to give you a locomotor. I'm going to play the music, just like the radio in your car. When you hear the music, you're going to be driving your car and you're going to be doing the locomotor that I give you. So if I give you walking, what will you be doing?
Walking.
You'll be walking around. You need to look where you're going, just like when you drive a car. You have to look for open space. You shouldn't be following anybody around, and if you crash into anything, then you cannot get your license. Okay? Then when I stop the music, I'm going to say red light. When I say red light, what do you need to do?
Stop.
You got to freeze, because if you're in a car and you go past the red light, police are going to pull you over and give you a ticket. You got to stop when you see that red light.
But
make sense?
You can turn some like a place when there's a red light, cause Dad told me that.
Are you talking about how you can turn right on a red light?
Mm-hmm.
You can, but you have to do what first?
Stop.
You got to stop first. You can't just keep going. You got to stop first. But thank you for that bit of information. All right, when I say go, this is what I want you to do. You're going to go and find a spot to stand on. That is your driveway. Does everybody see the spots around the room?
Yes.
Now, while we are taking the test, you cannot go to the bathroom. You cannot get water, and you cannot touch any of the equipment. You need to find the open space in the room. You need to stay inside the black lines.
What about the when you go?
And you need to stay on your feet. Thumbs up if you're ready. All right, please go find a spot. For your locomotor license test. Here we go, friends. Please buckle up. Crank up your car. Look in that rearview mirror. And please, back slowly out of your driveway. Back slowly out of your driveway. Okay, first you need to get out of your neighborhood. The speed limit is 35 miles an hour, so you're going to be going very slow. You need to walk. You need to walk as you are driving out of your neighborhood. When the music comes on, what are you going to do? All right, here we go. Red light. Nice job so far. No crashes. Make sure you're looking for that open space. All right, friends. You are doing a great job. You have made it out of your neighborhood, but the road ahead is getting bumpy. You're going to skip along on the bumpy road. You're going to skip along on the bumpy road. When the music comes on, what are you going to do? Okay, here we go. Red light. Awesome job, friends. You have passed through the bumpy road, but now it has started to rain, and now the road is getting slippery. You're going to be sliding on the road. Sliding on the road. What are you going to do when the music comes on? Red light. Nice job. The road ahead. Please listen. The road up ahead is the interstate, which means you can speed up on the interstate. The speed limit is 55 miles an hour, so you're going to move to a jog. But please be very careful, because the cars are going to be moving fast, and you do not want to get into a wreck. What do you do when the music comes on? Red light. Nice job. You have made it off of the interstate, but now you are back on the highway and the road is getting narrow up ahead, so you need to move to a gallop. What do you do when the music comes on?
Gallop.
You're going to be doing that gallop. Red light. Got some bad news, friends. You got a flat tire. You're going to move to a hop. You got a flat tire. You are moving to a hop. Uh-oh. Red light, sorry. I got some more bad news, friends. You now have 2 flat tires. You're going to move to a jump. You're going to move to a jump. Red light. All right. Last thing, up ahead, you will see the potholes in the road. Does everybody see the potholes in the road? Potholes are the spots. Does everybody see the potholes?
Yes.
Okay. You need to show me your leaping skills. You're going to be driving your car and doing a slow jog. And when you get to a pothole, you're going to leap over the pothole. Please be very careful and watch out for the other cars so you do not crash into anyone when you are leaping over the potholes. Thumbs up if you're ready for the last one. All right. Red light. Okay, please slowly drive back and stand on your driveway. Please slowly drive back to your driveway and stand on your driveway. Okay, have a seat. Turn your car off. Unbuckle your seatbelt. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, please listen, friends. When I say go, this is what I need you to do. Please help me out by picking up that spot. We're going to bring it and make a nice, neat stack right here, and then have a seat in the white square. Thumbs up if you know what to do. Go. Okay, awesome job, friends. I saw a lot of people doing a great job. Now, I did see a few people that got a little bit confused on one part. Can anybody raise your hand and tell me how many feet do you use for a hop?
Only
Yes.
2.
1 foot for a hop. 1 foot for a hop. When you're doing your hop, you use 1 foot when you are hopping. How many feet do you use for a jump?
2.
2 feet for a jump. 2 feet for a jump, okay? If you got your license, at the end of class, I'll be handing those out to you. If you didn't get it, I'm going to tell you what you need to work on. So then you will have something to practice at recess, practice at home. When you come back next week, you'll get another shot. You can retake that test to try to get your license again next week. Everybody understand?
Yes.
All right, friends, we're going to be doing some stations today for the rest of our time. Please listen so you know what to do. Okay, friends, awesome job today on your locomotor license test. I'm about to hand out locomotor licenses. If you do not get a license today, I'm going to tell you what you need to work on for next time. So that means you'll have a whole week work on that. Just like I told you when I took my first driver's test, did I pass it the first time?
No.
No, I had to go home. I had to practice. I had to get my car, try that parallel parking over and over and over again until I got it right. And then when I went back the second time, guess what happened?
You got it.
I got it the second try. Okay, so don't give up. You just got to work on the things that you need to work on. And then when you see your friends that have the licenses, you can ask them to help you, because that means that they know how to do all those things. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, friends. When I call your name, come and grab your license. If you don't get a license today, everybody say no big deal.
No big deal.
You're gonna get another shot next week. All right, let's give it up for. Nice job. Go ahead, on the back line, please.